Alright, we are getting ready to go again, and as you can see, we have changed aircraft. We are now in longitude, and see how this goes. Got everything set up, and it should be a fairly quick trip. Total trip. Let's see that. Yeah, we'll see. It'll probably start kicking in once we get going, but let's go ahead and taxi out, figure out which way we gotta take off here. Maybe not. Let's see if we can see a windsock anywhere. Alright, I'm just gonna take off to the east. And this might be a little quiet on the audio from the engines, just because obviously jet engines way in the back and much higher quality built plane to minimize the amount of noise coming in. Taxi back on this. We are going to head down to Trinidad and Tobago. Say it. I forgot which island is the big island. I think it's Trinidad. And we will go there. It's probably going to be a very quick flight. Only going to go up to 12,000 just because it is such a quick flight. Land it, and then may continue on and get on the... Well, this is, even though it's an island, it is part of South America. It's just been separated off. So it's not really part of the Caribbean. But, yeah, this is our last island on Caribbean, and we will then start going through South America, which is going to be interesting. I'm going to head down the west side of it. Looks like I picked correctly as the windsock is showing. I figured with the way weather comes in through all this. Let's see if we can get this thing to fly how I want to. Speed, we want to go climb at 2,000 feet. So, lots of power behind us now. We're covering a lot of ground quickly compared to what we just wanted to come up. We are up. Gear up. Fly for a second. And we'll start turning. Alright, so looks like let's see here, back this off a bit. Approaching 250. it's 250 is what we gotta go. We will get straightened out here. And then we are gonna go to Rec 2. And that will just take us to our first waypoint. Autopilot on. It's back on course because it took me a few seconds to press the button there. So it's looking like we are going to be very quick on getting there. We can already see the island, so see it up here. It's going to be a very short flight, so I might just do a second leg of it once we land. Power back. Auto throttle. Holds 250. Let's try this again. That do it. Does not appear to. Well, I thought I knew how to get that to work, but okay, autopilot turned off somehow there.
Autopilot.
Why does it keep turning it off? Alright, well, we're gonna just forget that and I'll manually control it. There, is that what it wanted? Possibly? Anyways, we're going in the right direction, so that's all we need to worry about. So, South America over there, and where we're headed is up here, and then we'll start shooting across the north side. Island is back there, and not going to be anything that we come across until we get up here. Take a look at the flight plan right now. And we are estimated to start getting there at around, let's see, it's going to be 10 minutes or so after we get to our initial waypoint. Could have just went direct to this airport since there's really no need to fly along the path that we're flying, but I'm just gonna do this. Looks like I've finally got it to hold at 250, so that's good. Just 9,000 for our elevation. Just go 250 and 9,000 feet right here, just to extend this out a bit. Start going fast and covering a bunch of stuff later on once I figure this out a bit more. should level off here for us. Looks like it has. We are holding it. Are starting to go over 250. Not gonna worry about that too much. So the other bit of the country is over there, that island. We are about ready to hit our waypoint. So we'll turn slightly, and then elevation of these mountains that we are coming up on is to be about 2,500, so we don't need to worry about it too much. Our next waypoint is in about 1 minute and 40 seconds. And then we gotta start thinking about our descent already. So let's go ahead and back that up. Way overfueled. Set up to drop to 4,000 feet. We'll start dropping once we get to this waypoint. Next thing that we need to do I think everything's gonna get really messed up here. Let's go back to that point. And what do we need to be at that point? We're 10 minutes out from that. I didn't go to that point. Again, going to be a lot of figuring things out here, but let's get the map. Zoom out. Okay, that will work. Looks like it's gonna take us in this direction. So that's what we need to do. Start dropping our altitude. Just about 500 feet a minute. Nice slow fall. Not that that's how they would do it in real life. I assume this thing drops out pretty quick. So actually, you know what? Let's use this. It is telling us in about 4.5 minutes we'll need to do our descent. So we'll do that. We'll just go off of that. It's saying about 1,000. I'm gonna wait till I can't regen that into the system. Looks like we'll be dropping 1,000 feet a minute. gonna assume that we're just turning in and landing there. Not sure what the big white line out of there is. About it, like probably will forget about it. Just seeing the mountain range though on the north side of the island. 3 minutes till we need to drop. 1,500 feet is what it's aiming for. And we need to be at 3,000 feet at the waypoint. In. Using about 1,000 pounds per hour on both engines, so I'm gonna have to think ahead about what fuel we're gonna need for some of these longer flights that we're gonna do. I mean, I should be able to get away with doing about 1,500 and keep each flight at about an hour like I did. About a minute away. Let's go outside real quick. Don't have many landings with this, so I don't know how that is going to go. Hopefully not terrible. 5 seconds. Speed down at 1,500. Back on throttle. Three minutes out from the waypoint. Need to be at 3,000 feet at that. It says that this will be the correct rate. I have no idea what time to BOD is. Base of descent? Saying that would be at 16,000 or 1,600 now, the descent. This lines us up full throttle off. Get this thing slowed down because we are going to be landing fairly soon. We need to be at 1,400 feet. We're above it. Get the PRI. We're at 5,800 now. We are heading over the mountains. Got a little bit of a jolt there. And we got a city just below us. .240 is our speed. And 800 feet. Saying that we can slow this down. About 14. There's the airport right there. It's down to 14. Slow ourselves down a bit more on the descent. Here. Slow us down a bit more. Laps out. .1,000 feet from our target altitude. Pop the gear out under 190. This thing line itself up here. .1600. Right on target with this. And alright. Autopilot off now. Probably going a bit slow here. We're getting pushed to the left really hard there. a bit more. Okay, good. Speed's good. Trying to be smooth. Low here. It's up a bit. Lined up good though, I think. Find out in a second. Aim for the threshold.
200. 100. 50.
Back, let it drop, kind of floated. Alright, nose down, and we're on the ground, amazingly. Wasn't too terrible of a landing. Let's turn off here. Can make this turn, should be able to. Not a terrible landing, so I'm happy with that. We were able to sort of get everything to work right. Service vehicle path right now. Let's go park over here. This looks good enough for us. This big area here. Alright, let's go ahead. Park brake on. Let's hop out real quick. Flaps up. Let's take a look real quick at the island. So the airport, quite a ways outside of town. Obviously the main town, you can see, kind of runs along the base. Oh, there's the terminal. I was wondering where the terminal was. We didn't even get close to getting there. But yeah, the town runs along this, and then other little bits down here. Off that direction is South America, but overall this island's pretty damn large. It goes very far south here, and then just has this mountain range right on the north side. So, nice quick flight to start it off, and we're officially in South America, so I think the next trip is off to Venezuela. And that'll probably be about an hour, hour and a half flight at a little higher altitude and a lot quicker speed. But thanks for watching.